What's up, guys? Crypto Savvy here. I hope everybody's having a fabulous Tuesday. We are going to try it one more time to give away the Bitcoin aluminum sign. There's two to choose from. All you got to do to enter to win is make sure you're subscribed to the channel, leave your comment in the comment section down below, and hit the like button. We will be doing a random comment drawing on Sunday, so make sure you watch that video. You can leave a comment anywhere from today's video on to Sunday to get entered to win. There's also, guys, some affiliate links down below that really help support the channel out. If you can use them, that's awesome. There's some exchange links, Ledger link, Brave browser links, some other stuff down there. Also, there is a 100% free Discord group in the description below the video. There's a link to that. Awesome community, guys. Check it out. And let's get into the video and try to make this quick. All right, guys, as always, I want to start out by saying I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my opinion and my view of the market only. Anyone that's doing any trading or investing in this market, I suggest you do your own due diligence and your own research, as this market is extremely volatile and risky. Also, keep in mind it's still a speculative market. Do not put in more than you're willing to lose. With that being said, if you're new here, you haven't already, definitely hit the subscribe button, lower right-hand side of the screen. That will get you subscribed to the channel. Tick the notification bell. That'll get you notified when I post new videos. Smash those likes, guys. Also, one more way you can support the channel. My wife's webpage is up, inkyourimage.com. There is a link to that below the description. There's t-shirts, coffee mugs, cup holders, hats, and those signs. There's a few different size signs, so check those out. Also, guys, she can put whatever you want on the shirts or hats. It doesn't have to be just what you see here. So anyways, I wanted to show you guys that. All right, looking at Bitcoin in the weekly, here's what I'm looking at, guys. I do believe we are in this phase of the cycle, this being phase one, this being phase one over here, this being phase two that I've circled. And if you look at it, if I scrunch it up, this is what I believe is going to be happening. And I know people are saying 3 didn't make an all-time high over here, and we won't make an all-time high to the halving, which is possible. But as of now, this is how I see it, guys. We are in a different market. We have, you know, leverage trading and everything else now. So just to point that out. Now let's go into the weekly and look at what I've been talking about. As you can see, we got support on the 21 EMA. If that breaks, guys, then we could be looking at you know, some lower price action. But I do believe that this is going to hold the 55 EMA. So let's get into the more immediate price action and take a look at what I'm looking at now. As you can see here, I have this rising channel in here. If we are to break down out of that, and that would be below the 83.15, we could be coming back down to test the top of this old resistance, become new support, which would be around the 79.50 range, somewhere in there, maybe even all the way down here to the 78.90 range. That's if we break down below the 8,300 range. So keep an eye out for that. I also want to look at what's going on here. If you guys watched yesterday's video, we've been looking at this falling channel, which we popped out of, and we can do a measured move off that, just like in price action, and that gets us up to here. I drew a blue line up top. I suggest you guys do that too. That'll most likely let us know when this move tops out, when we hit up to there. But keep in mind, we could come back down and retest this first, and that would be obviously coming back down to that range we were talking about the 7,900, somewhere in there. So keep an eye out for that if this breaks down. But let's take a look at some more price targets if we continue up. So I talked about we could possibly break down, and if we look here, I have a measured move from the breakdown here. If this was to break down from here, guys, we would be looking at that 6,300 range, which is what I call for if we break this 77. I know a lot of people are calling for 73 or whatever, but I believe if we break the 77, we're going down to 63. I do think this is going to hold until, you know, it doesn't. We will keep an eye on that. So other thing I want to point out, there are bigger measured moves for lower targets if we look at this whole thing as a descending triangle. And we go down to, if this was to be the measured move off that would be as low as 4,500. I know some people are calling that. I don't see that happening. I honestly, guys, I think that 21 EMA is going to hold at 7,700, but keep an eye on that, because if it does break, then I believe we will go down. This is the measured move here, and that gets us down to that 6,300 if the 77 breaks, guys. And if that happens, you know, it's not the end of the world, and I'll show you why. Like you can see, we're getting support there now, and if we go back into all the way back here, as you can see, well, it wasn't on this one. I thought it was. That must be in the BLX over here. Let's look at this. Yeah, as you can see right there, we dropped below the 55 EMA and then came back up. So that is possible. Like I said, I do believe this is the phase we're in. So it wouldn't be the end of the world if we broke it. But honestly, I think this is going to hold. You know, we obviously will have to wait and see. Go back over here and look at where we're at now. So we got support. We're getting support off the 8,000. If that holds, our next resistance is around the 8,800. If we break through that, catch support, then the big resistance I'm looking at is around the 9,350, which is the bottom of this formation here. And if that does break, guys, I do believe as long as we get support on that, then we're going to new highs. And you guys that have been watching my channel know I've been looking at this as a bull flag, and I still am looking at it as a bull flag. And the measured move of just the flag as a channel, depending on where we break out, but that would get us back up to this high around 13,800. And if that breaks, I have other targets above that, but we'll see what happens there first. I do believe it is possible that we see new all-time highs this year. It is still possible. I give it a 50% chance as long as we don't break 77. If we break 7,700, obviously way less chance of that happening. But guys, I think that's going to hold. We'll see what happens, and remember, this is only my opinion. So let's yeah, that's where I'm at with Bitcoin. Let's go over to, let's look at Bitcoin in the daily real quick. Looking at Bitcoin in the daily, same thing. As you can see, the 200 EMA is right here, right around that 8750 range. So that's definitely, you know, most likely going to give us some resistance there. Let's look at the RSI in the daily, and I've drawn this falling wedge in there. So this is going to be most likely where we get our resistance point. If we look at in the price action, that's most likely going to be around that 9350 range, somewhere in there. So if we can break through that, which normally on a falling wedge you break through and go up, that would be very bullish, guys. And if you can see this top line I have drawn here where we had the three tops, if we break this and come back up here, that would be right there at that 13.8, somewhere in there. So that's what I'm looking at with Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Litecoin. Litecoin on the 4 hour. As you can see, we'll look at the RSI first. We were looking at this rising channel, which we fell out of here. Now we've come back into it. Do we come back down and test it? That is what we're looking at now. If we do, that's most likely going to land us in the about the $53 range, somewhere in there. That would be testing the bottom of this before continuing up. And the measured move of this falling broadening wedge breaking up, which we did break out of it, is the 67.38. Obviously we're going to get some resistance here around 59, some more here around 61, but the target of that breakout is around $67. I also have another target at the $75 range, and that would be measuring this as a flagpole, and the break up here would be around the 75, 71 range. Now, if we were to break down, guys, we could be looking at these lower targets starting with 48 if that doesn't hold, 41, That doesn't hold down to the $33 range, but that's pretty damn unlikely if you ask me. I'm pretty damn bullish here, guys. Things are looking good again. I know everybody's super bearish and scared right now. I am not. Let's look at the daily. And looking at the daily, we'll check out the RSI first. As you can see, we had the rising channel, fell out of it in a falling channel. And this is where we're at now. Those lower lows would be breaking down from here and coming back down to test this for support. And that would be definitely going down to lower lows, which could be that anywhere from this 4,800, 41, and like I said, all the way down to 33. I don't think that's really likely, guys, but we will keep an eye on that. I do daily updates every single day, so try to keep everybody updated what's going on in the market. Same thing if we look at the daily, everything's looking pretty good. We could come back down and test this again, and that would be around the $41 range. But like I said, I don't see that happening. I think we're going to go up to at least this 67.38 first, and then we'll take a look at it from there and see what's going on. So if you guys enjoyed the video, definitely consider subscribing by clicking the Crypto Savvy logo above my head. Leave your comment in the comment section down below. Smash the likes, guys. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. And yeah, let's see who wins the sign on Sunday. You guys have a great day, and I will see you later.